3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Forex Trading Live results, and in fact, let me plant a seed in your head. If what I show you today, through all of the different accounts and trades that we have going on right now, specifically some of the tests, constantly testing EAs and running a couple tests right now. If you're not impressed, if it doesn't do a mind shift for you, you're brain dead, this is not for you. However, if you find this video sometime in the future and you realize how amazing it is that what I'm showing you here, then you won't be able to subscribe fast enough, because this is impressive. It's always been impressive. This is impressive because when you do some testing like I've been doing this last few days, and a lot of people following along, you start to see some things that you really never thought of before, things you didn't see. So again, it's going to be pretty impressive. At least it is for me. No free signal open right now. The market and my system is absolutely killing it. Every trade winning, doing extremely well, even the trades that I call out. So let's go through this. You can see this right here. We are not in a trade on the free account. We closed USD CHF, which we had been in. The total trade had been in for about 4 days. I think we've been in this for about 2 days. $57.62 profit. Again, people will look at this cold and they'll go, $57? Well, I don't know. Do I want to learn this? There's nothing to learn. I continue to get this, and I got this last night. Some guy came in, and some person, and they were like, what was the exact, they wanted to know what results they could get. And I'm like, you can get any result you want. This is fully scalable. This scales. If I'm bidding $1 here and I made 57 bucks, you could bid $10. I'll show you where I've done that in some accounts. Fully scalable. So really, really impressive. You have full control. So we do not have anything open. Let's look back for the week. So that is a $309.45 for the week. I will admit, it's extremely slow. We started out the week Monday, President's Day. It's Wednesday, February 19th. It started out slow. I heard the market nearly, I won't say explode, but certainly took off this morning. And you'll be able to see, based off of what we know our drawdown was yesterday, what our profit was yesterday, you can see that it's starting to pick up here. It appears that the high-impact news that we were talking about, President Trump's speech, they had a couple of them slotted for yesterday. I think maybe one for today. Doesn't seem to be affecting the market in any sort of crazy way, high-volume way, positive or negative. Doesn't seem to be doing that. So what we need is we need a new free signal trade. To do that, I need to open up my full automated algorithm that gives you an idea of how many trades are going on, what the drawdown is. Let me pull it up here. So here it is. Now we look at this, and this is for reference only in terms of like what this account has for a drawdown, $475 drawdown. it was about $300 yesterday. Sometimes we've seen it $3,000 draw down. This is simply a data point for how much the market is moving. That's it. This is not what your account would be drawn down to. Okay? Some people might freak out about $480 worth of drawdown because they want to start a $500 account. Well, you wouldn't be bidding as much as I am in this particular account. You wouldn't be bidding, you wouldn't be taking all of these currency pair trades. Okay? This is everything. This is my entire algorithm. So you can take a portion of this. We're in about a dozen and a half currency pair trades, $480 or so a drawdown. And this is the other data point. $228.56 closed overnight. That's relatively low. Yesterday it was about $45 closed. So we got some volume back, obviously. And the algorithm is just doing an incredible job. This is fully 100% automated. You attach your account to my system at the level that we think, or you think, because I'm certainly glad to help you, at the level that you think, we think your account can handle. And it just automatically, ding, 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 notification after notification, making profits. Nothing but net profit. If I click the week look back at the top, we're at $1,712 for the week. Last 5 days of trading. That's relatively low. We just had a very slow, stable market. What that means is every time you hear me say that, if you're a really good-hearted, degenerate Forex gambler, if that's what you are, then you will understand that you could be right now bidding a lot more than you're bidding, just due to the stability of the market. That's it. Now, will that change overnight? Absolutely. But until that point, you make your profits, you pull out your profits, you take your risk. I seen someone in the group last night saying, wow, this guy's really taking a lot of risk. Well, not really. A lot of risk for you. It's such a unique thing to each particular person. Risk is unique to you. I tend to be able to take more risk because of my skill set of being able to manage the trades. What's manage the trade mean? It means something that we're going to look at today, which is also one of the impressive data points today, is hedging. Literally placing an equal and opposite order when the trade in your original chosen direction is not going your direction. Simple as that. I've been trying to get some accounts to that level. The market is so good that every trade I place closes in a profit. And before I don't want to get ahead of myself, here's a data point inside of that idea. Every trade I place takes profit and does really well. I'm placing, and you'll see me do it today, and I have been, placing absolutely random trades. Random pair, random direction, random bid size, random take profit. Every one of them is worked out. It's fucking impressive. But it's also, which we'll get into, very indicative of the mindset of the market. It's the mindset of the market. When it's doing well, it's doing well. When the entire big bank structure is dumping money in and pushing trades against us, we know that too. In fact, we can feel it coming in waves. And you can change your trading strategy and your risk based off of that. So, what we need is a free signal trade. Let's look through the entire algorithm here. And let's pick one. And it's going to be very profitable. Right out of the gate, AUD-NZD. I believe we've been in this trade. Let me look, because it could have closed. I believe we've been in this trade. Yeah, we've been in this trade for 2 weeks. In fact, I believe it's on one of our custom feeds where we're feeding a very specific set of trades, certain parameters, feeding those over to other people's accounts. We call it the one profitable pair feed. I believe We can go look, but I believe that's the trade we've been in. It's just sitting there. Luck of the draw. Absolute luck of the draw. Also means that if you're in a currency pair that's sitting there for 2 weeks, that means you can, are you ready for this? You can manually manipulate it. You can see that it's just sitting there, and you can scale yourself in and scale yourself in and scale yourself in. Really, due to the stability. I mean, if it's just sitting there for 2 weeks going nowhere, that is a level of stability. I'm not going to jump into that. Let's see how close this is to taking profit. It's got to pull down a little bit. Yeah, it's just in this range. Let's not take that trade. Let's see what we got here. 1 CAD Chief, couple Euro AUD. I almost like that. Let's take a look at this. So we're in some buy trades. Little bit of movement to come up. It's been dropping, dropping, dropping. Yeah, I kind of like that. So that's a candidate. What did I say? Euro JPY. That is a candidate. Euro USD. It's just pushing against there. GBP USD pushing NZD CAD. Yeah, it looks like the best thing. And listen, I don't think this is the greatest trade in the world. When I'm looking to get in and out, right? So if you look at this, what I say, Euro AUD, it's about ready to pop. How long has it been in a trade? Yeah, it's only been in since yesterday. So I like that. Let's go Euro AUD buy trade. I'm going to enter that into the automated system. So Euro AUD buy trade, second trade. So let me pause here. Euro AUD second trade in the sequence. Let me add this, and then we'll take a look at it. Euro AUD is what I'm going to type into the system here. And this is what's cool about this. I have complete flexibility to add any trade from my algorithm that I want. And when I add that trade to the free signal here, or you can actually plug right into the free feed. Once that trade is taken, which I'll show you here, it's also fully managed. Absolutely fully managed. So here we are. Euro AUD buy and the take profit 1.64564. Take profit is 1.64564. This will be a great trade. What's interesting is we've been jumping into these free trades, and we haven't had to add any. We haven't had to scale in and add any trades lately. That's just the massive stability of the market. We literally enter the trade and it goes to the take profit. Typically, you'll find that it's going to the take profit in the middle of the night. That's, when London opens at 3 a.m. and then New York opens at, 8 a.m. So, this is going to be a great trade. Now, we've already looked at the entire algorithm. We've looked at my subset here, which is the free signal trade. I'm going to pause, and we'll jump into a couple of the other custom feeds that I have that I make available to subscribers. Let's go look at gold real quick. I'll show you what we are in. This is fully automated, copy directly to your account. We're in a gold trade. We've had $5.29 closed overnight, 2 trades. This is the actual feed. So you might be going, well, that's not making very much. This is completely scalable to your account. I send it out at the lowest lot size. So it's shooting for about $10 per day. It's made 50% of that so far, and it's just sitting there in this trade. So, yeah, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Let's go back to the pause here and look at a couple other accounts. Let's see. I'm going to look at this one. This is what we're looking at. This is that trade I was talking about. This is our one profitable pair feed. We have been in AUD NZD, it seems like forever. Okay. Just luck of the draw. Luck of the draw. stand by here. Let me move that a little bit. So we're just waiting. It'll do great, but we're waiting. It's stable. Um, there is no consistent profits in Forex. It's purely random. It's purely random marketplace. Trades over $6 trillion a day moves inside this market. You just don't know where it's going to move. You just don't know which pair, when, and they make it pretty random. What were we looking at yesterday? Was it AUD/NZD? I've got a screenshot. Let's take a look. I don't know if it was. It doesn't look like it. Maybe I'll have to zoom down. There were just some I think it's right there. If you look at that, if you look at what the normal movement is, that a hell of a move. An absolutely random move, but a hell of a move nonetheless. And that was actually, we're in the sell phase, so that was a push against us. But as you can see here, it has come right back. If you look over here to the right. So here's where it left from, moved away from it, came right back to that level. That's just what Forex does. Completely, it's really only predictable when you look back at it. Okay, like there certainly are patterns, but you can only see the pattern. The pattern doesn't launch from a launching pad. The pattern is only able to be viewed when you look back. And it's really your brain that's lying to you. I'm going to tell you this. There's no patterns. There's no patterns that you can predict. There's only patterns that you can see in the past. So get that out of your head. I still see, I just can't fucking believe it, but I still see ads, especially on Facebook, that's someone holding up this huge printout chart. I can't see my hands. Holding up this huge printout chart of all these different patterns, as if you can tell what it's doing right here that's going to launch into a certain pattern. You'll never know that. You will never know that. Patterns only exist after they have played out, not beforehand. So having a chart of patterns, having a book of chart patterns, pure stupidity. Pure stupidity. Free signal bot. Did that just go into another? Let's go look at something here. So let's go back. Stand by. I need to look at something because I just saw a notification. First, we need to go to the full algorithm. And what was it? AUD. Stand by. I'm looking for something here. Euro AUD. I'm not seeing what I want. So the free signal we are in is Euro AUD. Okay, that's what I wanted to check. And then if I go to the full algorithm, I'm not showing that on the screen right now, but EUR AUD. Okay, I just saw a notification that we may have went into another one of those trades. We did not. So the next thing I want to show you here is this one. This is one of our other feeds. This is called the 10 pip hybrid. This is really a feed that is only available in the past. People have had access to this. This is only going to be available moving forward in the what's called the portfolio manager level of the membership, where we're trading an entire portfolio, a very diversified portfolio of different algorithms. As far as closure, small little closure, again, this is the feed. So don't be thrown off by the fact that it made 78 cents overnight. First off, the market's really slow, but that is fully scalable. Rarely is someone bidding the absolute minimum. But it would also be, you'd be able to make a prop. You could put this on a $100 account. I don't know why you would do that. You make pennies a month, right? On a $100 account, you make $10 a month. Now, if you're saving that or holding that in Bitcoin, you're going to do extremely well. You're going to do extremely well. Let's go look at some of the test accounts that has kind of given me a little bit of a revelation here. Let's go look at let's go look at the hedging test account that I've been running. So here's what it is. I started a $3,000 account at the beginning of the week, and I just started, actually I might have done it at the middle of last week. But what I do, and I do every morning, is I place an absolutely random trade. I then look at the chart and go, where should I set the take profit based off of past support and resistance levels, highs and lows. And then I just set the take profit and I walk away. This thing has made $614 since inception in the last few days by taking absolutely random trades. Yesterday, I was like, man, I need this thing to go against me so we can practice hedging. So I placed another trade at a really high lot size, took profit. So I want you to hear the full paragraph, the full sentence of what we're looking at here. We're going to place another random trade. Do me a favor, if you're watching live, type into the live chat a random currency pair. Then also type in a random direction, buy or sell, and we will jump into that trade because this is purely random. And it's proof that you can make money. I've made $614 in this account in the last few days, absolutely taking random trades. How is that possible? It's because there's, first off, a smooth market, and it shows that Forex is random. Second off, it's the skill set of being able to kind of manage it. I'm looking for this to go against me. It's going to. I don't know when. You can take random trades every day for a year and not have it go against you. But you definitely always need to be practicing. So, still looking for you to type in, there we go. Mark says Euro USD buy. Okay. Maybe we'll do that. Let's give me some other. I mean, is Mark the only one watching the live session? I should give Mark $100 every day just for showing up. Should I do that? I'll just collect the money from everyone else that doesn't show up. I'll charge them a fee and then I'll send it to the people that show up. So here's the idea. The fact that you can make this much money doing random trades has to really blow your mind. Look at the results here. 2 trades I entered yesterday, completely random trades. Nothing was telling me to enter these directions. Nothing was telling me to do this bid. Look at this. On a $3,000 account, I'm bidding $10 and $20 per pip. So that's the NZD USD trade I jumped. I mean, look at $273.72 yesterday with random trades. And all I'm doing is entering and then picking a take profit. So let's go do what Mark said here. Let's go do a Euro USD buy. And this is random. So Euro USD. Where might that pair be? Probably went past it. Is it not here in front of me? Am I not seeing this? There it is. Sorry, Euro USD. I'm going to go to trade. And let's keep it at $10 per pip. Euro USD. Mark said buy. Someone said AUD USD sell. You know what? We'll do that one too. So there's Euro USD buy. Okay. And I'm going to take the AUD USD sell. Let's get crazy. Let's get crazy. Because someone typed that in to the live chat. AUD USD. Here we are. Hold my thumb over that. Trade. And let's do sell. There we are. We're in 2 trades. I'm going to manage this into profit, whatever it takes. I can scale in and do more buy or sell trades, or I can place a hedge. And we're going to look at this every 24 hours. Now, if it starts to get completely out of control between now and then, I will play some trades, take some screenshots, share that with you. But there's also an emotional part of this that you're forgetting. The fact that I'm not really hovering over this and looking at it every minute by minute, I'm just looking at it every morning, 24 hours. There are things that I'm sure that play out in this that would make you emotionally feel uncomfortable during that time. But if you just open it up and look at it and go, oh, it's looking pretty good. Like, look at my margin level, 2,100%. I feel fine with that. I feel fine with that. One thing you got to notice is that as your margin level gets lower and lower, because that's really what we look at here, as it gets lower and lower, it takes a lot more trades and a lot more bid size to lower it even more. Like it's really light and wispy at the top, and it's harder to hit that margin level percent and get it lower. You have to really kind of exponentially add a lot of trades or some huge bids. So as it sits right there, 2,100% margin level, I'm fine. I'm looking for this thing, one of these, to go hard enough against me to where I have to hedge it. I want you to see that. It's also interesting that it's not happening. It's not happening. So it doesn't happen all the time. As far as for the week, you can see it has earned $614.23. That's essentially where, yeah, that's all the profit. I've had this going. Look at every one of these trades won. Random entries, random take profits. That's the only thing we haven't done here. We need to set a take profit. So let's go look at Euro USD. Let's see where we would set. So we're in a buy trade. Where might I set the take profit? I'm kind of looking at, well, that's the 15-minute. Let's zoom out a little bit. So if I think my buy is going somewhere, even though we're in a downtrend here, typically you'll notice that, let's just look at the, what price action does. So it pushes down, comes right back. Pushes down, comes right back. Pushes down, comes back up, pushes down. So let's set a take profit maybe right here. Okay. How do I do that manually? Let's set a take profit to the high of this current candle. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click this up here, and I'm going to grab a horizontal line, which is right here. I'm just going to touch this. Get that on my clipboard, and I'm going to place it about, I just click the screen. Let's place it about right there. I can drag it up and down. Let's just go to the top of this section here. And then there's a little white dot over here that I can hover over, click properties. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for this price. 1.04338. I'm going to tap it, double tap it, copy it, click done, and I'm going to come back here and modify Euro USD. Type it here, get rid of all that, double tap, paste, and then hit modify. Okay, so I have a take profit set for Euro USD now. You can see it right here. Okay, we're going to do the exact same thing, and I do that just for the automate. Like if it goes in that direction, it takes profit, terrific. If it doesn't, then I have a reference of what I was originally thinking, and I can scale into the trade, so on and so forth. But usually, to kind of look at what it's doing, usually you're going to be right a lot of the times. And if you're not right, the practice that you get of hedging and or scaling into trades it's a skill set that you could sell for millions of dollars because people don't have it. People don't have it. Now, let's go look at AUD USD on the chart. And let's see, we are in a sell trade. How far is this going to go? I'm just kind of guessing here. See how we're in kind of a channel right here? Looks like it's going to go up. If that's the case, let's get crazy with it and let's place, it really looks like the price is going to go up, but let's place a take profit like way down here. Let's place it down here in case it breaks out of that channel and comes down. So what is that area? Again, I'm going to grab a line and I'm going to place it right there on the chart. That looks good. Hold my thumb over it, properties, and it's 0.62 623. So I'm going to copy this, and then we're going to go modify that. Let's see, paste, 62623, modify, and then when I come back here, you can see that that's what we have, 0.62623. So we got a couple trades we're in, absolutely random. One of my big claims to fame is the fact that, I talk about no chart analysis, because it's not getting you anywhere. It's not getting you. It's certainly feeding your addiction, feeding your dopamine addiction, but outside of that, not really anything. So that's our test account. Trades are placed. If you want to follow along, please do so. Let's go look at 2 robot tests that are impressive. And robot tests are always impressive at first. So if you know that, guess what we should be doing? Let me pull up the account. What we should be doing is when you're running these things, is you should be pulling out your profits on a regular basis, because the robot is going to blow out the account at some point. That is not a negative thing. That's how it works. There's no robot out there other than my algorithm, my 22 currency pairs. There's nothing I've found in the world that will beat that. They all run ragged and run your account into the ground. The challenge is, can you pull out enough profits to break even from your original deposit to then trade with house money, right? To trade with that free money. So pause real quick. Let's go look at 2 accounts. The first one will be this. This is what I'm calling my double hedge. This is an algorithm that is trading GBP, JPY. I can trade any pair, but I'm trading the most volatile pair right now. I'm trading it on a $3,000 account. What this thing does is every 24 hours, in fact, I'll give you the time if you want to pay attention. Doesn't really matter because I'm not allowing anybody to log in and watch this. But at 9:30 Mountain Standard Time, PM, every night, this algorithm, because that's just when I started it, this algorithm will rebalance itself. One of these trades, the buy or the sell, will take profit. If you look at the history, last night, the buy took profit. Not a lot of profit, $33.58. That's because it pushed and then it backed out. So it was a really aggressive push. It backed out, so it took profit. Right now, so what was that? That was the buy trade. So you can see that it placed a sell trade. If I click this, at 06, I don't know if you can read that, at 06:30, that's 9:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So it placed that, okay? It rebalances every night. So if whatever side's going to take profit, it is managed into that. Now, if we go look at the chart, you can see what it's doing. So let me see if I can explain this to you. So here was the original buy trade, and here's a sell trade. Okay, you'll notice the sell is going into profit, $122.65. So the sell trade, this has pushed down, so this trade down here is in profit. And what it has done and what it is doing is it moved the stop into profit, and now it's trailing the price by certain parameters. I don't remember exactly what I had set, but this is a trailing stop. So if the price pushes, it will continue to pull this trailing stop down, okay? If the price just backs out right now, it's gonna exit right here at the stop loss, which is in profit right now. So that's the intelligent management of this, and it will do it over and over and over and over and over again, and it's fully automated. Every aspect of this trade and this algorithm is fully automated. I can tweak it. I can open up when it is set to break even. I can open up or tighten up the trailing stop, the trailing step. So a trailing stop means when the price gets to a certain level, you tell the robot or the automated system to start following it, right? So if the price moves away, the take profit, or I should say the trailing stop, follows it, right? And I've got it set to where it will step every pip, or every tick of movement. It'll slowly move that stop loss closer and closer and closer, which is, when I say stop loss, it's the stop loss where the trade is in profit, not the stop loss, not the stop loss where the trade is going to take a loss. No, this is a trailing stop loss. So pretty impressive. And, if you look at this for the week, $202 up in a very slow market. But you have to admit, I'm trading the most aggressive currency pair. I'm trading a pretty aggressive automation. I mean, when this thing starts and it launches a trade, it's setting the stop loss at like 720 pips. It's just so far out there, it's not going to get hit. That's because what we want it to do is we want the price to move into profit and take that huge stop loss and now move that stop loss down into profit. And that's exactly what it's doing. So really, really impressive. Now, let's go look at the other test that I'm running. There's a lot to learn from this without me pointing out. Just kind of listen to my words and watch this every day. There's a lot to learn from random entries, from these algorithm tests. I probably should say this now. Once you're at what we are calling the portfolio manager level inside of the group here, because we've got the free level, we've got the subscriber level, which gives you access to the full automation on the one profitable pair feed and also the gold feed. Once you move to portfolio level, I'm going to do things like take this algorithm that we're looking at here. I'll come back to it. And although I'm testing this, I typically don't get to the testing point where you're seeing this without a hell of a lot of historical data testing. Like weeks and weeks, if not months and months. Some of these are years. I've been testing this with historical data, I kid you not, for years. And typically I will test it, be not happy with it, walk away from it, come back to it a few weeks later, a few months later with a brand new perspective. And that's kind of where I'm at on this, because if you think about this, look at the margin level percent right now, 0. That's because one trade is canceling out the other. So there's a lot of safety in this. Like nothing at this point, nothing can go wrong. The worst case scenario in this setup is that one of the sides takes profit and continues to run in that direction against the other, like against the buy trade. And the buy trade goes so negative that it either gets stopped out, and I don't think we're bidding enough to get stopped out per se, and I'll tell you why, or it hits the stop loss, which was a huge stop loss on that particular original entry. So it's going to take a massive loss in that case, probably most of the account. But that's the risk you have to take. The value of this is that every 24 hours it rebalances the trades. So this margin level percent here is protected. Absolutely protected. That's the idea behind this. Theoretically, this could go on forever and just continue to trade and pull out profits. We'll see. Let's go look at the next test. This one, people love this, and I think it is, I got to look at my account list real quick here. This is, here it is. All right, let me come back here. I'm trading US 30 with a very intelligent algorithm, and you're going to feel a little bit of pucker factor here when you look at the margin level percent. It's at 500. It's been as low as about 340. You got to let it go. You got to let it do its thing. It will do its thing. It is in 3, 4, 5 trades. What I could do is I've got it to start fixing itself, I believe, at 4 trades. That's why you can see 4 buy trades and then 1 sell trade trying to hedge against itself and protect itself. I might want to reduce that a little bit to where I start having it hedge itself at 3 trades in. We'll see. But this is pretty impressive. I also want you to realize, so it's made $199.55 overnight, trading US 30 at the lowest lot size on a $3,000 account. So look at it for the week. Looking back a week, $769. So we're up nearly what, 30% for the week? Pretty impressive. You just got to let it run. You got to let it run. This is analogous to going to the casino with a $3,000 bankroll, having a strategy, laying your $3,000 on the table, and I do that quite a bit, and everybody's like, oh, wow, it's a look at big roller here, right? And then I walk away with like $100, and they're like, really? What? Why'd you throw $3,000 on the table and walk away with $100? I go, because that's how you do it, right? You don't get greedy. So my bankroll is $3,000, and in this particular case, here we are Wednesday, I would pull the profits out at the end of the week, whatever that's going to be. Now, I'm not going to pull the profits out if the drawdown is massive, or I'm not going to pull the profits out if my margin level percent is really low. I'm going to wait. But if you watch these things, it fluctuates all over the place. This entire basket of trades right here could go into profit, and at that point, you pull out you withdraw your profits and you let it continue to run. It is what it is. It'll be pretty obvious when to pull out. But this is the kind of stuff that if you're in the portfolio manager level, I'm going to make this available if you want to plug into it, if you want to trade it. Because what I'm looking to do recently with these particular tests is I'd like to throw some aggressive accounts together. Anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000. 3,000 seems to be the sweet spot. Like, it gives you just enough margin level, enough balance to be able to play with these algorithms. And I'd like to pull some aggressive profits out of these things. Again, the goal with a $3,000 account is pull out $3,000 worth of profits. Let it roll. Let it roll. Based off of your luck is how well you will do. So I believe that's everything. We did the hedge test. We looked at the 2 test accounts. Yeah. So listen, you want to get in on this profit-making automation? fxwithterry.com. Come on into the group. Follow the step-by-step directions. If something's not clear to you, just ask. I am on this app 24/7, supporting everyone. So why you would not do this and get someone such as myself to help support you, I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't know why we don't have 1 million people. I see a lot of people come in. It's either people are shitty or the system is. I don't believe the system is. It's all there, right? If you're brand new, yeah, you have to come in to this group and you have to kind of figure out, well, where should I start? Well, maybe I should start here at the menu that says start here. Okay, that makes sense. So a lot of it is laid out logically. But if something doesn't make sense, then you can simply ask. And there's about a dozen different paths you can take through this system. So ask. Just ask. People come in. We're getting new members joining every day. A handful of members every day come in. They find me on YouTube or they find me through a recommendation. And they sit there and they do absolutely nothing, at least from my perspective. They don't ask anything. They don't reply to nothing. They don't accept the friend request. They just sit there. I don't get it. But when you deal with masses of people, you start to really see what people really are. And they are what they are. So that's it. Wednesday, February 19th. I'll see you tomorrow morning, Thursday, February 20th. Be there, be square, make some profits. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.